Welcome to Songwriters at Play. Highlights from the live music showcases held all over the Central Coast. Audrey Weatherstone and Shane O'Neill have been best friends since the school bus in kindergarten. They began playing and writing music together at age 15. Residing in Warwick, New York, they now tour the country under the band name Mo and Tom. Now here's two songs from this twosome, plus a couple by Cal Poly second-year student Rowan McGuire.
Trying to find the places deep in the woods that we once explored, 'cause the air's been burnt out that we once shared, and I wonder if you miss me anymore. And all I want is for my mind to be free, but somehow you make it rain on me, and it pulls me down. Oh, it pulls me down, pulls me down. Oh, it pulls me down. And if you tie weeds to your feet and jump into the endless sea, you will find my dreams, for this is where I sleep, and I'm so alive, so alive, so alive, so alive. Winter has a way of building up walls, and you have a way of hiding too long. And I have learned I am not so strong, I am not so loud, but maybe I can reach you with a song. And what happens now when I cross your mind? Do you think you'll find someone to leave me behind? So blow me away, oh, blow me away, blow me away, oh, blow me away. And if you tie weeds to your feet and jump into the endless sea, you will find my dreams, for this is where I sleep, and I'm so alive, so alive, so alive, so alive.
By the way, my name is Shane, and this is Audrey. We are not actually Mo and Tom, if you didn't guess that by now.
Should we tell the story?
This next one is about running away to
I was
California.
going to tell the story. Hang on. Going to tell the Mo and Tom story just so we don't spend the rest of the evening explaining why Mo and Tom. We named ourselves after a mozzarella and tomato sandwich from the first cafe we ever played at together.
It just
about
kind of
4 years ago.
It's good. If you
Yeah.
ever come to Warwick, New York, go get the Mo and Tom.
Don't come to Warwick, New York.
But don't come to Warwick. It's not that
yeah.
interesting.
Anyways, we wrote this next song about driving to California.
Oh, it takes a right and a left and a right again. This lonely valley has a way of keeping us trapped in. We'll find our way to the break of day. We'll roll the sights, we reach the light our way. Our way. All it takes is a will to back it up again when you're not down and beating it. Beside me, and you are you, and there's not a good thing that you can do to keep me here. And it's a cruel, cruel life when your happiness is taken away. I'm going now to find it again. Tide was shaking where we're done, just looking for some sun, so I'm gonna run. I'm gonna run to California, 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 California. And I see a light at the top of the mountain, but it's just out of reach. And it's a cruel, cruel life when your happiness is taken away. I'm going now to find it again. Time was shaking where we're done, just looking for some sun, so I'm gonna run. I'm gonna run to California, California, California,
Thank you.
It's time to move on. It's time to get going. What lies ahead, I have no way of knowing. Under my feet, baby, the grass is growing. It's time to move on, time to get going. Broken skyline, moving through the airport. She's honest, effective, conscientious, objective. Protected. Broken skyline, which way to love land, which way to something better, which way do I go? Which way do I go? It's time to move on, it's time to get going. What lies ahead, I have no way of knowing. Underneath my feet, babe, the grass will grow. It's time to move on, it's time to get going. Sometime later, getting the words wrong, messing up the meaning and losing the rhyme. With nauseous adrenaline, breaking up a dogfight, like a deer in the headlights, frozen in real time. I'm losing my mind. It's time to move on, it's time to get going. What lies ahead, I have no way of knowing. Under my feet, baby, the grass is growing. It's time to move on, it's time to get going. It's time to move on, it's time to get going. What lies ahead, I have no way of knowing. Under my feet, baby, the grass is growing. It's time to move on, time to get going. Thank you. Boy watched his mother cry as she struggled to say goodbye. He shut the door behind him, heading down where to go. He hoped someplace would reach out and find him. Windows creak and the floorboards speak of a time before my own. The dust settles in and the clock slows down. I know I made it home, and I can feel you hide beneath my feet, and I find peace in the air that I breathe. With everything in my reach, found myself wanting more, but what else is there that I could ask for? Get off this beating path, run into the hills and don't look back till I find what I need to clear my mind. Maybe then I'll enjoy the ride. Maybe then I'll enjoy the ride. You, my friend, you haven't changed, untouched by time, wind or rain. The only one that's changed is me. Oh, I can feel you hiding beneath my feet, and I find peace in the air that I breathe. With everything in my reach, I find myself wanting more, babe. What else is there that I could ask for? Land shines with the worth it holds as the sun scorches into its soul. Sooner or later the grass will grow and the gold will turn to green once more. Wait and wait and wait for the day the blue will turn to gray. And maybe then we'll start to feel the rain. So get off the speeding path, run into the hills and don't look back till I find what I need to clear my mind. Maybe then I'll enjoy the ride. Maybe then I'll enjoy the ride. So get off the speeding path, run into the hills, don't look back till I find what I need to clear my mind. Maybe then I'll enjoy the ride. Maybe then I'll enjoy the ride.
Thank you. We opened that set with 2 songs by New York duo Mo and Tom, then 2 by Cal Poly student Rowan McGuire. They played our showcase on March 5, 2015 at Shell Cafe in Pismo Beach, California. Rowan will be returning to our lineup on Monday, April 6th at Bang the Drum Brewery in San Luis Obispo. You can find all these details posted at songwritersatplay.com. Coming up next, 3 great songwriters, Susan Marie Reeves, John Bunsley, and Tom Prasada Rao on Songwriters at Play.
Brought to you in part by Central Coast Music, celebrating 25 years in Morro Bay and still matching or beating online prices. And McPhee's Grill, 20 years in Templeton, now open at historic Sebastian's, across from Hearst Castle. And by the Singing Dentist, Dr. Brian Hanratty in Pismo Beach.
Hi, Ian McPhee here. It has been 20 years since we opened McPhee's Grill in Templeton. As we look forward to another 20, I would like to thank all of our customers for their lasting support. Now for something new. Visit us at historic Sebastian's in beautiful San Simeon, located across Highway 1 from the entrance to Hearst Castle. Come join us by the beach for local grass-fed Hearst Ranch beef burgers, grilled fresh fish, deli sandwiches, and salads. every Tuesday through Sunday, 11:30 to 4.
McPhee's Grill, across from the grain elevator in picturesque downtown Templeton, and now at the beach, across the street from Hearst Castle at historic Sebastian's.
Welcome back to Songwriters at Play. In Nashville, they call it Writers in the Round, when 3 or 4 musicians share a stage and swap songs. That's exactly what we did on March 5th, 2015 at the Shell Cafe in Pismo Beach, California. All 3 of our featured performers have played these ITRs in Guitar Town, so they know the drill. Now here's John Bunsley from Colorado, nationally touring folk singer Tom Prasado Rao, and starting off with Santa Barbara's own Susan Marie Reeves.
So the way that John and I wrote together, we go to this thing called the Durango Expo that Steve was talking about. We were in a listening session, and one of the music supervisors, these are the people who place the songs that you dearly want to get placed in a film or TV, and she heard our songs separately from one another. We both had, played a ukulele song for her, and she goes, "You, John, and Susan should write together." And so we went, okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Turned out to be a pretty good directive.
Yeah. And then about 6 or 8 months later, we Skyped, because he's in Colorado, and we wrote this song.
And I have to say that
You can sing
it was
and
the
play.
beginning of a beautiful partnership.
Yeah.
We've gotten quite a few songs, and we're still rolling, and it's a
In
pleasure.
fact, we just sent one of our songs. We might play it tonight. Hopefully, to one of the music soups who places songs on the show Nashville. Have you seen the show Nashville? Yeah. I mean, there's only 2 episodes left, she said, but, she says, if you send it to me, maybe I'll find a place for it. And then I know she downloaded them because it said so on my email. And I'm like,
Yay!
Oh, yay, whatever. Yeah, send all of those good thoughts over to her.
Is the uke on? Ready?
Sure.
Every day I wake to see your smiling face, happy as the rising sun, happy as can be. We're listening to the sea. I'm so lucky you're the one. 'Cause when I met you, instantaneously we were kissing all night long.
Kissing all night long.
You're the harmony missing from my song. Da 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 da. Da 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 da. Oh, 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 oh. Da 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 da. Da 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 da. Oh, 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 oh. A midnight sky in June, like a supernova moon. You lit up my darkest night. You put your hand in mine. You were my rescue line. Your love brought me back to life. 'Cause when I met you, instantaneously we were kissing all night long.
Kissing all night long.
You're the harmony missing from my song. Da 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 da. Da 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 da. Oh, 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 oh. Da 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 da. Da 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 da. Oh, oh,
Mary, I never been so very happy since the day you left. Goodbye, goodbye, goodbye. Your clothing is out of my closet. Don't have to make a deposit to cover your bills. Well, things are getting better and better, improving by leaps and by bounds. I can't get over how bright my future is since you left town. Mary, I never been so very happy since the day you left. Goodbye, goodbye, goodbye. Your perfume is gone from the bedroom. I bought an amp with more headroom, and I play it loud. Well, things are getting better and better, improving by leaps and by bounds. I can't get over how bright my future is since you left town. And Mary, never been so very, everybody, happy, yeah, since the day you left. Well, goodbye, goodbye, goodbye. Goodbye, goodbye, goodbye. Goodbye, 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 goodbye. Thank you.
Well, this is a song I wrote with a buddy of mine named Tom Kimmel. He's a great writer in Nashville, Tennessee. And we wrote this song because we did this gig in Houston, Texas a long time ago. And this guy came up to us when we were going out for a bite to eat. And he said, "Hey, I'm the can man. I'm the can man. I need to talk to you guys for a second." And me and Tom were a little wary of him, but we looked at him like we'd give him a minute or two. And then the can man started talking. And from the first word, it was apparent that he was not the guy we expected him to be. He was just so full of love and light. And joy just came bubbling out of his mouth, you know, when he talked. It was so much fun to talk to this guy. So me and Tom Kimmel stood on the street corner talking to the can man about 15 or 20 minutes, you know, telling little jokes like we'd known him all our lives, you know. And finally the can man looks down at his watch, says, "I gotta go. You guys kept me here way too long." Then he said he left his Cadillac running on the other side of the street. And now we were really confused, you know, because from the look of him, he was not a Cadillac guy. Yeah. So we stayed put, and the can man crossed the road, and he started pushing his shopping cart full of aluminum cans. He saw that we were staring at him, so he waved over to us and said, "See my Cadillac, pointing to his shopping cart, you know. And we were just so taken with this guy because he was obviously, at that point, we recognized he was a street guy. Lived on the streets, you know, and he made his living on the streets, his so-called living, you know. But he was happy. He was so full of joy, and we were kind of perplexed about this guy. So we kept talking about him for days and days, and finally we sat down and wrote this song about him, me and Tom Kimmel. And it's called "See Myself in You," and we were really fortunate with this song a couple years after we wrote it. A country guy named Randy Travis recorded this song, and I was really happy about that. If I met you on the corner, would I know you as you are? Would I take you for a stranger and brush past you in the door? And if you call me, would I hear you? Would I walk away to If I linger for a moment, would I see myself in you? If I fought you as a soldier, if I had you in my sight, would you ask me to remember who imagined I was right? And if you witness my surrender, do I know what I would do? If you held me like my brother, would I see myself in you? Well, I dreamed my end wasn't near. I was almost gone. If I dreamed that dream from here, can I still come home? If you call me, would I hear you? Would I walk away too soon? If you held me like my brother, would I see myself in you? If you held me like my mother, would I see myself in you?
You just heard 3 songs by 3 writers, starting off with Susan Marie Reeves, with John Bunsley in the middle, and then Tom Prasada Rao closing it out. We featured them on March 5th, 2015 at the Shell Cafe in Pismo Beach. That's where you can catch us every Thursday, including April 9th when we have Holly Ann Phillips headlining, and then Luis Oliard comes up from LA on April 16th. All at the Shell Cafe, and all free. Sign up for our email alerts at songwritersatplay.com, and we'll be sure to remind you. We hope you enjoyed those songwriters in the round, because round 2 with John, Tom, and Susan is coming up next on Songwriters at Play. Looking for a way to surprise the musician or aspiring musician in your family? Let us count the ways you can do that at Central Coast Music.
1.
Have you thought about a Central Coast Music gift certificate to help your favorite musician get their favorite instrument repaired?
2.
How about vocal lessons? A treat for you and everyone's ears around you.
I'm in the mood for love.
It's all possible with everybody's favorite vocal coach, J.P. Maddox at Central Coast Music.
3.
Or surprise your up-and-coming voice contestant with a vocal lessons gift certificate.
I'm a fan of your work. I'm going to buy your record on iTunes.
Central Coast Music, Morro Bay's Business of the Year, and a cool place to hang out because the owner, Eddie Van Frawley, is just so darn cool. Hey, do we mention you can buy, sell, and swap at Central Coast Music? It's true. Welcome back to Songwriters at Play. Highlights from the live music showcases held all over the Central Coast. Singer-songwriters often go it alone. You know, one voice and one guitar. But this time we've got three musicians who got in the spirit of collaboration, adding harmony vocals and instrumental backup on each other's songs. So one more time, give it up for John Bunsley, Susan Marie Reeves, and starting off with Tom Prasada Rao.
Touch me with your lips, warm as the sun on a summer's day. Rock me in your arms as the dolphins play. Feel the ocean waves tickle my toes, gentle on my skin, calling out your name as the tide rolls in. Love, won't you take me high up to the great blue sky? Teardrops fall into the sea. I am letting go of everything I know, all I used to be. Take another step closer, my love. Hold your hand in mine. Footprints in the sand, all our end of time. Love, won't you take me high up to the great blue sky?
Thank you. Dawn, and I've been waking up at dawn. Reach for your hand again. Forget that you are gone. I wish I could stand on my own. Hold my head up high, I'm not that strong. Falling down on the sea and lay me down. Feel the waves crash over me, I think I'll drown. Without your love to comfort me, can I still breathe? Breathe. No, I'm falling down on my knees. I'm begging for a higher love. Set me Thank you.
I don't go to church no more. Never heard like this before. See, I prayed and prayed for days. Still you saw fit to take her away. Well, getting home from work that night, saw them bright red flashing lights. A few days later it's cold blue, and I'm still screaming out in anger at you. Lord, I wish that it could have been me, but heaven ain't where I belong. We both know that ain't wrong, no. 'Cause I'm a lifetime sinner, she's a blue ribbon winner, and even a blind man can see she's worthy of wings. She taught Sunday school with love. She's why I sobered up. She's the one brought me to you. How the hell could you have taken me so soon? Lord, I wish that it could have been me, but heaven ain't where I belong. We both know that ain't wrong, no. 'Cause I'm a lifetime sinner, she's a blue ribbon winner, and even a blind man can see she's worthy of wings. I miss her kissing me awake, the prize-winning chocolate cake, the feel of my hands on her skin. I'd give anything for one last smile, but I know I'll never see her again. 'Cause heaven ain't where I belong. We both know that ain't wrong, no. 'Cause I'm a lifetime sinner, she's a blue ribbon winner, and a blind man can see she's worthy of wings. Worthy of wings. She's worthy of wings. Worthy of wings.
This is a song I got as a writing prompt when I was teaching at a writer's retreat in upstate Michigan. And a friend of mine named John D. Lamb is the director of this writing program called Lamb's Retreat. We got together at this writer's retreat, and John turned to the first person who signed up for this writing weekend and gave that person a writing prompt based on what he could figure out about them. And then he turned to us, the instructors, and started giving us writing prompts too. And when it came to my turn, he said, okay, Tom, here's the premise of the song that I want you to write this weekend. He says, imagine that there's a young child that comes to you and says that they are scared of the noises that mommy and daddy make at night. And he said, would you consider writing a little lullaby for this young child? So this is the song I wrote. Kiss me goodnight, go say your prayers, I'll get the light. Don't be scared, just climb into bed. Those bed bugs won't bite. And don't get upset at the noises at night, 'cause sometimes daddy asks questions, sometimes mommy says yes, sometimes mommy yells louder, 'cause sometimes daddy forgets. Sometimes we jump on the bed, that's why you hear it squeak. That's why the headboard rattles, that's why it keeps the beat. Sometimes we jump so high we hit our heads on the ceiling. That's when you hear us scream, 'cause sometimes we like that feeling. But don't you dance on the mattress till you're old enough. One day you'll understand this. It's called making love. You doing okay so far? There's more words for that. There's the roll in the hay. There's the cat in the hat. There's come out and play. There's banging the door. There's turning the screw. There's 4 on the floor. There's taming the shrew. Sometimes daddy asks questions. Sometimes mommy says yes. Sometimes mommy yells louder, 'cause sometimes daddy forgets. Sometimes we jump on the bed, that's why you hear it squeak. That's why the headboard rattles, that's why it keeps the beat. Sometimes we jump so high we hit our heads on the ceiling. That's when you hear us scream, 'cause sometimes we like that feeling. But don't you dance on the mattress till you're old enough. One day you'll understand this. It's called making love. I'm glad we had this talk, but there's more that you'll discover when you're old enough to walk. Go ask your mother. So one day you'll need to know it. Till then I hope you buy it. When daddy's not at home, it may seem way too quiet. Then you'll hear something buzzing, but you won't know for sure. There's no need for fussing and no one needs a cure. It's just mommy missing daddy. Most times that doesn't faze her, but when she misses me badly, she sounds like my electric razor. We just want to feel closer. Closer's never enough. That's just a poor substitution for
making love.
Ladies and gentlemen, Peter, Paul, and Mary. Now it's John Bunsley over there from Colorado, Tom Prasada Rao, Susan Marie Reeves. Hope to see you again here on a Thursday night at Shell Cafe. Thanks for coming out.
You just heard John Bunsley, all the way from Colorado. He was sharing the stage with Susan Marie Reeves and Tom Prasado Rao. We featured them at the Shell Cafe in Pismo Beach, California on March 5th, 2015. This Songwriters at Play radio show was produced and voiced by Cliff Stepp, with live sound, script, and talent booking by Steve Key. Check out our calendar at songwritersatplay.com for details on upcoming shows. Our theme song is by Matthew White of Ballistic Cats. Thanks to Pepper Daniels and everybody at the Crush 92.5, the perfect blend. Tell everyone you know on Facebook and elsewhere that they can listen to Songwriters at Play every Tuesday at 5 p.m. and Thursdays at 9 a.m. on The Crush. Listen to past shows at songwritersatplay.com or on iTunes, and now with the TuneIn app, plus on YouTube.
This is show number 175.
I'd like to introduce myself. I'm Brian Hanratty. I'm a dentist over in Pismo Beach, California, one of the finest places on the planet. And I'm just absolutely stoked. The lifestyle and the friendliness of the people is just unsurpassed. I love surfing. I surf pretty much every day. It's been one of the highlights of my life. Keeps my back strong enough to be able to do the dentistry. I got into dentistry as a pilot. Years ago, I started flying with a group called Flying Samaritans. These people basically changed my life. The dentists that went down with us were some of the finest humanitarians I've ever experienced, and I wanted to be like that. So at age 39, I started my medical prerequisites, and I started dental school at age 41 with 5 children.
Hey, I'm your dentist. You have a friend in me. I'm here to help you.
That's Dr. Brian Hanratty, the singing dentist, at 509 Five Cities Drive in Pismo Beach, where dental care is fun and friendly.